Hello, everybody. Yeah, my overlay's right. Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, a storytelling variety show where we play one-shots of cool indie RPGs. And today we're playing Monsterhearts. Monsterhearts is a personal favorite game of mine. It was requested by quite a few people, and so we're back with a one-shot of it. For those who don't know, Monsterhearts is a game of teen romance horror. So like you have people who are actual werewolves, vampires, ghosts, that kind of stuff. Trying to just full of angst and teen hormones and anxiety and all that kind of stuff, and you get to see it all played out. So, but before we get into that, really deep down into it, let's go around and meet our players today. So let's just go around. Let's go around clockwise today. So, Adam, you were first. So Adam,
hello.
Who are you? How's it going? Have you played Monsterhearts before? Excited to be here, etc.
Yes to all the questions. I'm very excited to be here. I'm doing well. Hope everyone is doing also very well. I've played Monsterhearts once, also on this channel. Switching up the class skin playbook that I'm playing, so hopefully get a cool other look at what else the game has to offer. And then for me, I am Tuxtradamus. I do streaming stuff as well. I'm here a lot, so if you like this, come by and you'll probably see me again. And if I'm not there, you'll still get to see awesome gaming because it's WoG, and that's basically what they do.
Yeah. Adam, myself, and Will / Golden H, we did a game called Sea Dracula, which was probably one of the best things ever. You should definitely check out my YouTube at some point, because and look up Once Upon a Game Sea Dracula, because that is just a riot. That was a riot. So yeah. Moving along, Suzanne. Suzanne is a a newcomer to Once Upon a Game.
Yes, it's very exciting. Hey everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. I am a first-time player on Eric Olgaris' channel, but I have played Monsterhearts once before, the same week that I played Tokyo Brain Pop, so I actually get the rules a little bit confused. That'll be interesting, slightly different. I am also, I stream on Twitch, video games, story games, and stuff like that at Serial Comma, and yeah, looking forward to playing Monsterhearts and remembering how that goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Cool. Arthur.
Yo.
AP, what's up, man?
Not much. I am Arthur Perkins, aka AP Gaming Reel, and I have not played Monsterhearts before. I did watch the Roll20. No, it was Misclicks. Yeah, it was. Stephanie was there, but it was Misclicks, not Roll20 Presents. And I'm looking forward to just playing the shittiest human being possible.
Oh, nice.
So some would say that you're so shitty that you might be a monster?
Yeah, I absolutely
am a monster. With a monstrous heart.
Perhaps. Full circle. There we go.
So, all right. Moving then. Gina. Gina, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. I don't do any of the streaming things. I have nothing to plug in this section, unfortunately. I hang out a lot in Mass Squad Discord, so if anyone here in the chat, you'll probably recognize my name. Haven't been on this channel before, haven't played Monsterhearts before, haven't used Roll20 before. Everything is new. I don't know where any of the tabs are. I don't know anything. I'm putting myself in Eric's hands on this one.
Well, yeah, I think you're putting yourself in all of our hands here.
Yeah,
and I can't say you could not have picked a better group of players, because everyone here is super nice, super friendly. A big part of Once Upon a Game is that you don't really need to have that lot of like experience. Can I turn up my mic? Yeah, absolutely. So you don't really need that much experience. The best part of Once Upon a Game is bringing yourself forward, but we'll talk more about that after we're done intros. So, Nick.
Hello, it's your boy Matt Damon here. I am Nick Willett. I make games, and I occasionally am on here. I haven't been on here in about 3 weeks, so hello, humans. I am going to play games.
Awesome.
This is really the best I can deliver. I can't deliver better than this. It's fucking 12 p.m.
That's totally great. No worries. All right, so I turned up my microphone. I think that would fix any issues. So yeah. So let's talk real quick before we dive into Monsterhearts here. We should talk about what Once Upon a Game is a little bit. So in case you're unfamiliar or you've never played a role-playing game before or you never done that sort of experience, here's a couple like quick and easy things to help you play the game. So the first thing is that we play with a rule called the X card. This is a rule that will trump all other rules in the game before any like rules or anything's written. This is sort of like a meta rule game. This is almost like a social contract. If we ever introduce something into the game, because we've never all played together before, we don't really know what's acceptable, like tolerable, I guess is a way of putting it. If it's triggering to you or something you're just not, it's a phobia or something. You can go ahead and just do like an X in the screen or like a little tiny X with your fingers or type X. If you don't want to do it, if you're not comfortable doing it publicly, and like magic, that content will disappear. Or if you're okay with the content but you just don't want to see it on camera, can you like, hey, can we veil this away? Can we just take it off screen? Once again, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, please be okay with doing that. I know it's easier said than done, but I cannot emphasize enough that the worst gaming experiences you will have is when you want to X card something out or you want to veil something out and you don't. And there's no statute of limitations here. So if you were okay with spiders crawling out of someone's skin 20 minutes ago, but now you're like no, gone, right? You can be like, I'm sorry, can we not do any more stuff with spiders and skin? That'd be great. And because we trust you, you don't have to justify it. We just understand that you're not comfortable. You're saying this for a reason. Therefore, we'll do it for you. We never had to use it here ever on Once Upon a Game, I think, but it is like it's a fire extinguisher, right? It's there in case where you feel safe. Because this is a one shot. I want you guys to sort of like bring it and like introduce the elements that you want to see in play. And you can use that as sort of like a counterbalance to it, right? If somebody introduces something that you're not okay with. All right, so before we get any further, are we okay with that, everybody?
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool, because that's how we play games. That's how we play unsafely, safely. Is the way you can put it. So, so that's like the number one thing. Actually, how do you really how should you be playing games? How should you be approaching things? So these are going to be games that require a lot of imagination and creativity. That's sort of like the number one thing going forward. Things that can help you get into your character or like ways to help you describe things. The first thing would be state the obvious. Go with the first thing that's in your head. It doesn't matter if it's like cliche or tropish. Oftentimes, if you introduce something like that, other people know what you're talking about and they can totally play and riff off it. The more you play, the more you can sort of like twist and invert that sort of cliche that you introduce, or someone else will, and that's great. That kind of ties into the second point, which is be listening to what other players are saying. If you're ever in a situation where I guess the best thing that makes games so great, or like the best way to make games great, is to keep reincorporating what other people are saying. And in order to do that, you should be listening to what they're saying and the things that they're trying to introduce, and use that sort of material that other people's brains are vomiting forth to create something new together. So listening, reincorporating the elements of what other people are saying, and just how people will be reincorporating and twisting things that you are saying. So as a sort of writer to that, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to give up control over what things are going on, sort of like an improv belief. If somebody is taking something in a way that you're surprised at or something like that, that's okay. Because there are 6 players here, right? I might be the master of ceremonies, so I won't actually be a character in the game. I'd be doing sort of like the facilitator, dungeon master kind of role. But doesn't mean that I have like complete authority over this. If we all are stakeholders in this game, and your idea of what's going on is technically a minority out of 6 people, right? Because it's all of our games. So being able to let go of complete ownership is super important in these games. Don't try to force your idea into anything else. Other people will accept it. And and the last thing would be to steal liberally. So if you need any sort of inspiration, especially for something from Monsterhearts, steal from those teen movies, steal from literally like comic books, mangas, animes, TV shows, anything you've ever seen or read. Steal bits from it, reincorporate it. You don't have to use it. You don't have to say the name of what it is, but if you use a description of a character that you really like, half the time we won't even realize that's what you're doing. It's so great, dude. You don't have to work so hard to be unique and creative. Oftentimes, just stealing and reincorporating other things works perfectly. So, those are sort of some quick little guidelines and little aids before we begin play. All right. We cool?
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So, this is a new overlay that I whipped up last night because I never actually had to play a game with 5 people before. Normally the maximum players is 4 plus myself.
It's fancy.
So we have some fancy professional stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. Yay, Monsterhearts. So who was it? Alex Blue. Alex Blue said, I think the tagline for this game, it's way better, and I should have read it before. What was it? It's the messy lives of teenage monsters is the best way of putting this. Our game today is going to take place during the orientation days of college, of like your freshman year. So all of us will be moving in to the dorms or to wherever you're going to be living for the first year. So that's the way we're going to introduce our characters today. We're going to just kind of watch and kind of listen when other characters are going to be saying like who they are a little bit and where they're going to move in. We might be asking questions like who's your roommate or something like that. But otherwise, we're going to kind of see there's sort of characters who they are. So players would be announcing who they are, what their playbook is, and then starting to describe the scene of like the dorm and stuff. So do we have a name for our college, by the way? Did we come up with one?
We have not. Do we want a clever?
We're not doing Sunny. We're not doing Sunny Hill Institute
There was
of Technology.
NDU was mentioned.
Obviously, it's
University.
Twitch Community College.
Twitch Community College? All right. Oh, so it's a community,
TCC.
but it's a
Dead End University.
Will they have orientation? I guess they have orientation. Let's do it.
Oh, actually, I like Dead End University.
Dead End University.
Oh my god, that's a pun, and I didn't even mean it.
Extremely
Yeah,
thematic.
done. I like it a lot. I'm gonna just make a quick little note here.
DEU.
The EU. What's our mascot though?
Walrus.
No. We need to make it more literal. It's a
Eddie
kid.
the Skeleton. It's just a guy who wears one of those black shirts with the skeleton bones on it. You just kind of,
Skelly the skeleton.
I think you meant one of the kids who wears
Skelly.
the black faux tuxedo shirts.
Yeah.
Either that or like, a Kroger outfit. That might be too southern. A Target outfit. With very sullen eyes.
Wolf spider. Spider wolf.
Wolf spider.
A wolf spider?
I like spider wolf.
That's too cool.
Spider.
Alright, whatever.
The Dead End University wolf spiders. I'm going with it.
I think it should be Spider Wolves.
Go
but-
wolves. Oh yeah, go spider wolves. All right. Cool. So that's our cheer. That's the school's chant. Okay. So I think we're ready to begin. That's a good question. So this game is not part of March Madness. This is just a one-shot that was strung together. March Madness would be for other Once Upon a Games in the month of March that I have scheduled that are all going to be like Lovecraft or Madness based. That's sort of what we're doing this month. But this and a few other games this month will not do that. Most games on Saturday are kind of just the hands in the air kind of game. So let's begin. So let's start with Nick. Okay, so Nick, what's the name of your character, and describe the move-in process for him or her. What's it like going to Dead End University? I started with
my character's name is Delbert Linsroth because I am playing a ghost, and I wanted to make a really really antiquated sounding name. And as we're setting it up, Delbert is kind of already dead, as we're kind of introducing all the other characters. So he's probably just hanging out in like someone's dorm room waiting for someone to come by and just like give him some sort of attention.
So you already have a dorm room?
Yeah, I have a dorm room that I kind of haunt, and it's a freshman dorm room. It was previously my dorm room, and I'm kind of just there at all times. And maybe I have like a ghost bag that I pack into a wardrobe or something.
So has anybody ever tried to claim your dorm?
Yeah. I think I haven't really been an aggressively like poltergeisty kind of ghost. I've kind of just been, you know, like I kind of hang out and I kind of just look at people and I people watch from the room. But I haven't really laid claim to it or anything, and I'm not trying to like actively like go home, make ectoplasm eke out of the walls.
Is anybody? So is your stuff still in the room?
I think some kind of like
what sort of tokens or memorabilia?
Yeah, I think maybe like...
No, I was asking specifically physical.
Oh, physical stuff? Probably not then. Maybe...
Your belongings were cleared out?
Yeah, because my character would have died like at least a year ago, if not several years ago, so like my stuff's been moved long gone.
But you are... Okay, so it's just like the default college lowest common denominator, worse than IKEA
it's just
furniture.
The barest room. You might as well be in a prison.
You know, it's the it's that like really hard laminate floor.
Oh yeah,
the cinder block painted white walls.
Yeah, actually painted like a sickly green color. The window's like way too high for anyone to look out of it. That's hard.
And okay, and then then you know that like the horrible like chestnut, not even chestnut, just like that white kind of color furniture, like that white yellow.
Oh, not even. It'd probably just be like some kind of really terrible looking wrought iron kind of shit.
Oh my god, I didn't even
just
think
like
of that.
Even worse than that, like lowest of the
metal.
low.
Yeah, so it's
like
just everything's metal
kind of thing.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay.
So it's just some terrible wrought iron from like the 70s that has like lead paint shipping off of it.
Then he bought it from like a place riddled with asbestos and stuff.
Well, I'm thinking this is just part of the college's like normal like, furniture. That this is what they give you as kind of like your entry furniture.
Oh, okay. So
and
everyone
it's like
gets
horribly outdated, and it's been there for like 40 years.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay.
Or like, is this the lesser dorm? And so all
no, this is the standard.
Like,
no, this is standard. This was
brand
new. This is a brand new dorm.
This is dead end university. You expected more?
Is that the slogan?
I thought we abandoned the college thing.
Okay. Great. Cool. So you were just around haunting, and so your playbook. Kind of just
linger.
So for folks at home, your playbook is the ghost. Should you describe a little bit maybe what a ghost kind of does? Maybe not your moves per se, but like...
Yeah, I get you. So as Monsterhearts kind of describes it, there are several directions you can take the ghost, and the ghost is inherently supposed to play off of the past trauma of their death in whatever way that you decide to play them. I specifically am trying to play the ghost as kind of like a forlorn, aloof spirit who wants to kind of connect with people, but like is a ghost and can't really find a decent way to do that other than to watch them obsessively and try to like figure out their behavior and wait for that like that mythical moment where you always think something will go right and you can actually talk to someone or get like the opportunity you want to have happen, and I just can't make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting, and I don't want to take initiative.
Yeah. So everything is going to revolve around your death for your character.
Yes.
Great. Cool.
Everything is about the trauma of the death.
Yes. All right, Adam.
Yes.
And,
okay.
For those at home, I'm just going to be writing up some notes here, so you guys can see what my notes are as a GM. What I'm going to be doing when I'm GMing Monsterhearts.
So my character is named Edgar Rivers.
Oh.
Nice.
And so, with their little scene, it's like the morning of orientation, like the first day where everyone's supposed to arrive and get their stuff in, and then go report to their thing. And so we see like a small like 2-story house that's like just off campus. Like you can walk across the street and campus is right there.
Of course, yeah.
And what does the house look like? It's got like some like really bad like paneling or something on the side, like it's like kind of run down, but like it's right next to campus, so like it's still being used and sold. It's just like the owners rent it out for students every year.
Yeah, it's like, entirely just off-campus dorm housing that someone's taking advantage of. And thank you for the host and follow Noob WB.
Cool. Hey, Alexis. Yeah, we played with her. Arthur and I played with her yesterday and the D&D thing.
Awesome. Great.
But yeah.
Edgar.
Yeah, it's an okay house. Like, it's not falling apart, but like the heater has always kind of only worked, and like the fridge keeps things too cold or not cold enough. It's kind of random, just like that kind of housing.
Mm-hmm.
And so and then in the front we see a van pull up.
Like a moving van? What kind of van? Minivan?
Yeah. Like a panel van, like a big black panel van. On the side, it has like on each side it has spray painted. Let's see. I need a good band name. I forgot a band name. How did I forget a band name? Oh my god, this is terrible.
Oh, how did you do this?
Just Sea Dracula names. I mean, Sea Dracula is a great name actually for a band.
Yeah. Sea Dracula.
Yeah, cool. The band name is Sea Dracula. And so that's like spray painted on the side, on both sides, so you can read it. And then and so then like the back opens up, and 3 people get out, and they start like just basically carrying instruments and then bags of stuff into the house. And then out of the driver's side we see like opens up, and we see Edgar get out. He's a little pale. He has black hair and like pretty dark brown eyes. His hair does like the swoopy thing, so it's a little like the like kind of stereotypical like emo-ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds emo. Does he wear like one of those like very poofy weird beanies that always like slants over too? And so all he has is the bangs.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got like a cool like leather jacket and like jeans and like a bunch of belts on and stuff and like cool stuff. But like it's totally cool. It's not like, oh, look at that emo guy. It's like he's like, oh shit, who's that guy?
Yeah.
Because like his eyes are like, you see his eyes and they're just like, they like dig into your soul, and like it's totally awesome.
Cool.
This is the emo kid describing himself, right?
Exactly.
This is his like MySpace.
So your parents are moving in. You're moving in yourself.
Yeah, basically the band is renting this house because we're all going to school here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. What
Then
instrument do you play in the band?
Oh, guitar. Lead guitar.
Lead
Oh,
guitar.
yeah.
Lead guitar.
Okay.
He's also the lead singer.
Is it like black and very like?
Oh yeah. So
Oh
he
my
grabs-
God.
He grabs a backpack and a guitar case like out of the seat next to him.
You're gonna be the guy with the acoustic guitar at orientation, aren't you? You're gonna be that guy.
He's got one.
You're gonna be that guy. In case
You
everyone...
gotta have one of each for different situations.
So in case you don't know, if
you bring the girls back to the room and you play the acoustic guitar, and then you're playing a cool
This
show
guy.
with electric guitar. Yeah. See, yeah, you
So
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we're-
got it all figured out.
at freshman,
I feel like you're always looking for a way to plug in your electric guitar.
at freshman orientation in real life, there's always going to be someone with a guitar. There's always going to be someone with a guitar. That is a fact of life. So that's good.
Yeah, like to end it, he grabs a guitar. He grabs his one guitar case, like, and it's got like a bunch of band stickers on it, like
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, it's a pretty big like mix of like generic
Bullet
rock
for my Valentine.
Like, there's stuff like that, and then like a backpack that has like his
Kesha.
stuff in it, and then he just looks at the campus and like then just grins, and then his scene ends.
Awesome. Yeah. So moving in.
Ready.
Cool.
And so the skin playbook that I'm playing is it's called The Queen, and basically it's about being like the leader of some sort of gang or clique, and having like you can take it a few different ways, but like usually there's some sort of like supernatural power over them, and basically it's about adding people to the gang and having control and power over all of these people because you're the coolest. Because you're the coolest one, basically.
Yeah. So your band, the cliche of this would be sort of like the snobby girl who like runs the
Regina
school.
George,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Like the Mean Girls kind of thing. But
Yeah, basically Mean Girls. Yeah.
only
Exactly.
I really like this twist. I like it being a like super awesome charismatic band member. You know,
Yeah.
like that's perfect. Great. Excited for that. So awesome. Suzanne.
Yeah.
Suzanne. So what are you playing today?
Today I am playing a witch. My name is Kat Stratford. I
With a K, right?
with a K. Yeah, Kat with a K. So I show up on campus in my dad's minivan. Just very safe, compact, well, not compact, enormous, unnecessarily enormous car. And we roll up. My dad is pretty much doing all of the moving for me. I'm kind of just pretending to help. Because, it's all too heavy. I can't do it. He can handle it. He's got it. Whatever.
Sure.
So I pretty much let him move all of my many boxes of books into my tiny dorm room. Basically have my own library stacked up in the corner.
I was going to ask you, what would be like the most common thing you have a lot? And so it's a lot of it would just be tons of books.
Books.
Yeah.
Like I set up my copy of The Feminine Mystique and Ayn Rand like, propped up on my bedside table so I can look at them all the time.
Next to Jane Eyre.
Next to Jane Eyre. And I've got those always on display. And my
what are you wearing?
just regular t-shirt and jeans, non-branded, obviously. Don't wear brands on our person.
So you're just wearing a monocolor?
Yeah. Like a
purple
army green
nice
t-shirt with then purple pants.
Oh.
Whoa.
I know. I mean, I still know how to color coordinate. Come on.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. And I think are we talking about roommates at all?
Yeah, so I mean, you're moving in. Are you moving into a single, or are you moving in with other roommates?
I think I tried really hard to get a single, but I do have a roommate. She greets me with really cheerfully and peppy, and she is wearing a Forever 21 branded tee, and I kind of immediately
got it.
Down.
Yeah,
This could be a summer movie all on its own.
I know.
Hello, sheep.
Yes.
Wake up, sheep.
Oh my god, I love that.
Wake up, sheeple.
Yeah, that's Kat.
Awesome. So your roommate's name will be
Heather.
Heather. I was gonna say Heather or Kelly. Heather's great.
Kelly would work too.
Awesome. Great. Cool. Awesome. So moving on. AP.
Oh. So, I figure coming off the highway...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, actually. Hold on real quick. Suzanne, do you want to describe a little bit of what a witch does for the players at home? Or for the viewers at home?
A little bit, and Eric, you might need to fill me in a little bit. But witches are, I'm stealing this from the playbook, manipulative, secret, judgmental, and brooding, casting silent judgment and powerful hexes from the safety of my own bedroom. Yeah. So
yeah, Witches work from the shadows, and they really like to take items of people's affection.
Yeah.
And like a really an intense personal thing and steal it from you. That's what they like to do, because it gives them power over you, and then they mess with your life. Cool. Perfect. AP, I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's good.
So everyone knows.
I mean, we got to cover the playbooks, right?
Yeah.
So
Covered in playbooks.
as we come off the highway, I figure there's a number of moving vans and heavily loaded sedans rolling through the area. And one of those moving vans is following the others and then abruptly turns off towards a large mansion. And a crew of professional movers begins unloading. And a young freshman-looking student wearing a snappy fedora, a silk shirt, suspenders, and very nice trousers steps out and looks up at the sun and then quickly goes inside as soon as possible.
Oh.
This particularly ornate mansion is Downton Abbey-ish in nature, very old-styled.
Colonial.
And the man just moves into a corner as the movers set up his computer PC for him, and he sits down and begins playing Stardew Valley. And then we have a time lapse of in the background, the movers are setting up everything that he owns. And the walls are covered in diplomas. And the latest one is from Full Sail University. But it seems like every 4 years he's graduating and getting another degree. There are several from Dead End University from 20 or 30 years ago, and then 60 years ago, and then 100 years ago. And the earliest diploma, all the way on the far end, is a writ of rhetorship from Gaius Julius Caesar.
Oh, so who are you and what are you playing?
Hi, well, I'm playing Sels Dunthorpe McChadwick, but you can call me Chaz. I'm an Irish vampire from the old country.
Tips Fedora, milady.
Oh my god.
There's only two things I love in this world: playing computer games and finding young women, or sometimes young men.
That is okay.
I hope you don't mind. I'm tipping the Fedora every time you say something.
Fantastic, lad. Fantastic.
As a sign of respect, of course.
You know,
We all should.
I've never done it with a ghost before.
Fucking
When you get to my age, there's not a lot of new things to experience.
Have you?
Well.
So for the players at home, would you mind describing for us, AP, a little bit, maybe what a vampire does in Monster Hearts?
I mean, come on. Everyone knows what a vampire does, but I'll tell you what the book says a vampire does. But you instinctively know vampires, right? I mean, it's just a thing. So the vampire is icy, manipulative, pretty hypnotic. The vampire is about emotional entrenchment and emotional dominance.
Are they pretty and hypnotic, or are they pretty hypnotic?
I think both.
I think
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The correct answer there is yes.
I took the hypnotic move, so that's definitely
Yes to
something
both.
I'm going for.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So, last but certainly not least, Gina.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm glad that you said that it was okay to wholesale steal
Yes.
the characters, because I definitely have. My name is Sabrina the Old Witch. The Old Witch, but very specifically needs to be pronounced the Old Witch.
Is there an E at the end of the old?
Oh yeah,
The
there
Old
totally
Witch.
is. There is in the character sheet. I swear there is an E. And when I'm moving in, it's quite an old sort of. I'm trying to think how to describe, like a town car, I guess would be how I'd say it. Like a black sort of like town car
Caddy,
pulls
yeah.
up, a caddy. Yeah. And this is me. I get out. I'm this is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, ripped off wholesale.
Sounds fun.
So I've got blonde hair, everything going on, and my two aunts get out. They're helping me move in.
Oh,
Okay,
your aunts are helping you move. Oh, that's awesome.
Nostalgia trip.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I think called like Helga. I can't remember.
Hilda and
Hilda.
Zelda.
Hilda and
listen.
Zelda.
Oh, I remember.
What about the cat? You have the cat.
I have a stuffed cat under my arm.
Fuck.
What's your stuffed
So-
cat's name?
Oh.
Salem. Unless it's not.
No, I didn't want to go that obvious.
No, yeah.
Totally is. It totally is named Salem as well. I've got that under my arm. That's like a little family heirloom that I'm gonna bring with me, and I'm really looking forward to moving in. The whole family situation back home is very traditional. It's very traditional magic. Very like you can't go against the rules. You can't experiment. You can't do any of this crazy stuff. And I'm sort of basically like stereotypical, basically goth Sabrina. Imagine there was a fan fiction with goth Sabrina. That's what we're going for. So I've got like a long black dress, but I've tried to. I really want to be cool, but I'm really not. I really want to like go
Of
to
course.
college and be this whole new person and be like so friendly with everybody and like everyone's my friend. So I've tried to throw in some color in
So-
there.
so
But,
would
like,
you- So would you say then, growing up, you were like a little repressed, like you were a traditional
Yeah,
magic
definitely
household?
like yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
Like
like
a
very like traditional. For me, I think of like old upper like Massachusettsy like Puritan family that's been here
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
I've tried to throw some colour into the outfit. I've got a maroon Doc Martens on underneath
Yeah.
the dress.
Love it.
That's my look.
Awesome.
So I'm taking in my stuffed cat. My aunts are helping me bring my stuff in. Everything is like super old. There's no like trendy fancy stuff in here. I'm thinking when I move in, I can, you know, get some cool posters and stuff like that. But for now, I just have like dusty books and my little stuffed cat.
Awesome. Sabrina, love it. So, everybody now, I think we have to do our strings, and then we can begin play, right? So for those who don't know, strings in this game serve kind of like bonds or connections between characters. However, strings are not equal. Strings are sort of leverage on other people. You know, you have your that you have them wrapped around your finger, kind of feeling. It's really just, it's like a way of representing leverage. You can spend strings, and you can gain strings, and you can lose strings for different things that happen in the game. But this is sort of how you get power over people. So let's go around again and kind of talk a little bit our strings, because everyone's playing a playbook. So once again, the playbooks are in the parentheses here for everyone watching. These parentheses, so these playbooks will have a couple examples of naming a couple things, and let's just go around and start kind of describing that. If you don't know what you want something to be, how about you suggest something, and then people can help fill in or something like that. So let's start with Delbert. So Delbert, you are a ghost, right? And you are all about how you died. Do you know?
Yes.
Do you want to reveal how you died, or?
Not immediately. I do have an idea. I'll say that much for the audience, but I kind of want to leave that for just slightly later, because I'm going to get to that in one of my strings.
Do all the players? Okay, so if you want to keep that as one of your strings, would you?
Oh no! I'm not saying I'm going to keep it. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it wholly reserved. I'm going to wait until I get to the string I'm giving away, and then I'll talk about it.
Got it. Okay. I was wondering if there was a story or something. Okay, let's just talk about it.
There
later.
is. Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Let's say that much.
Okay.
So you want me to just talk about the strings?
Yeah, let's start filling out your strings.
So the strings that I have, I'm taking one on the dean, and as a ghost, you take a string on a person who you've been in the room of while they were sleeping. And I'm taking that on the dean of the college, but I'm taking it up a step further, and like to describe why I have the string. I was in the dean's office like probably a few days before this orientation, when a few kids were like, you know, coming in and getting set up and taking a tour of the college. And I was in his, not his office, but basically like the home that he has near campus, when his wife was gone and he was sleeping with a student.
Ooh.
And so I have that leverage over him.
Trigger, thank you for the follow. So I'm gonna say slept with student. So you, okay, cool. And you know about that.
Yep. And the string I'm giving to someone, I think I'm going to give it to Edward. That was your character's name, right, Adam? I'm not fucking that up. Edgar, okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Edgar. And Edgar, so I have to give a string to someone who knows that I'm dead and how I died. And I'm giving it to Edgar because I think Edgar's brother was part of the fraternity that hazed me to death. And Edgar kind of knows about it because his brother confided in him about it.
Okay.
So Edgar knows this one.
Yes, because his brother basically told him. And his brother's kind of a distant character, so he has that advantage. He knows that about me. He knows how I died.
Cool.
And that I'm dead. So, by the same right, I am visible to him. Partially by choice. I'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Love it. So, I guess, is there a... what did the newspaper say about your death, right? What would other characters know about what happened to you?
Probably because it was a death in the campus. Kids would have heard from, like, friends who've gone to the school or just, like, around town if they're actually from the area that, like, the papers reported it as a tragic accident and blah, blah, blah. But the kids know that, like, yeah, this kid was kind of hazed to death, and the college is kind of trying to keep it under wraps to allow the fraternity to keep operating.
So there's a cover-up.
Yeah, so they know that some shit went down, and they don't know the specifics of it, just that a kid died during hazing, and that's not how the college tried to portray it in the papers. Like, they would have portrayed it as, like, a kid was found dead due to like an overdose or something.
Yeah, exactly. He partied too hard or something. So
exactly.
everyone had to go through seminars about drinking, right? Binge drinking.
Whereas with like everyone who's in the know knows
of peer pressure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. Thank you. So I think those are your strings, right? You're done?
Yes, those are both my strings.
Great. Cool. Edgar, Adam, what do you have? So strings as a queen, you get quite a few, right?
Yeah. I name 3 NPCs who are members of my gang, and then I get a string on each of them.
Yeah.
So I have Leo, Matilda, and Juan.
Those are your band members, I suppose?
Yeah, those are my band members.
Do you know what instruments each of those play? Just wondering.
Leo is our drummer, Matilda is our bassist, and then Juan is our keyboardist.
Keys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so those are your NPCs.
Yep.
Do they have a similar aesthetic to you?
Pretty similar, yeah. Maybe like slight variances because like we're not gonna pigeonhole ourselves into one genre of music. We're way different than everyone else,
So sort of like punky. I think of punk rocky hipsters, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I can work with that.
A little bit like maybe
I think
Juan or like Leo has a little like he's a little grungier than the rest of us, and Matilda goes a little more gothy than the rest of us, and like Juan has like he brings in a little like EDM, like dubsteppy kind of stuff, like.
Are you guys familiar with Gilmore Girls? I kind of think of the band from Gilmore Girls a little bit.
I've heard. I know those words. I don't know.
Okay. That's fair. It's not necessary to know. It's not a required.
That reference was older than my Seneca Falls.
Yeah,
it was about as relevant.
Okay, cool, great.
Yep. So I have a string on each of them, and then I find someone threatening, give them a string on you, and take 2 strings on them. Now I wasn't sure if that worked with any of the players, so I was thinking about
it. Absolutely could. It absolutely could work on players.
Right? Yeah. I was trying to think of either if I want to have like an NPC. I was thinking either a player that like. I guess. Should we establish
for purposes of a one shot? I would recommend it's a player. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
That we know each other. Or you want to establish that?
Yeah, I was wondering about like maybe like. Are we all part of the same orientation group or something?
Think of this. How about this? If you guys need to come up and establish strings for other people, you can follow maybe like Nick's lead a little bit about how there was Edgar's brother who told you something, or describe a scene where flash forward after you moved in and it's like, oh, I saw you at the lunch hall, right? And like you spilled your milk everywhere and it was super embarrassing, and they made fun of you and everyone laughed at my joke or something, like something like that. Like you can make up a scene with someone else that way, and just go forward with it, as long as the other player's like, yeah, that makes sense, right? Or work something out, right? You don't have to feel like, oh, I have no control.
Yeah.
So okay. If you want, you could also just pick a character now and if you don't know what it is yet, we could come back to it later.
I think
maybe if you're the queen and your whole thing is like power control, I guess it'd be more Chaz because he's the like charismatic.
That's what I was thinking about. Like I was thinking like there's a scene at some point where like I'm walking through and I see like Chaz like hitting on some girl or something that like
I don't even think
hitting on your favorite groupie or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Trying to get with one of my groupies, and I'm like, what? No.
Oh, that's not a line.
That's not okay. What is this?
I think Chaz, obviously, there's that female member of your band. What was her name again?
Yeah.
Oh no, Matilda.
Yes.
No.
Matilda.
I like that.
Oh,
I feel like maybe I really like the music that you're all playing. Start attending your shows more.
You're so talented, Matilda.
Oh.
You're so goth.
This game,
I find that inspiring.
You're so good.
All right, so you have yeah, I like that. So Chaz, you have 1 on me, and then I have 2 on you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a note here.
Freaking Chaz trying to get it on Matilda.
Frickin' Chad.
Freaking Chaz. Stupid second
I've been to Australia a few times, so I've had problems else, Matilda.
So yeah, so for those at home, this is what I'm doing as a GM. This is what I like to do when we play Monster Hearts and just connecting strings and ideas here. I just basically draw lines and make notes on it. And from here I'm going to create scenes and ideas because this helps establish the dynamics between characters.
And what's funny is it's not even so much like you're hitting on Matilda. It's more so like, wait a minute, I didn't tell her to go hit on you. What is this? Like,
it's an ownership issue. It's like, what are you doing? She's my Oh god, that's even worse.
Like, no, this is
actively infringing on your hive mind because that's like another part of your body, and he's hitting.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh, that's creepy.
Like if I had told her, hey, we need Chaz for something, go talk to him and be all you. It'd be fun.
It's invasive of your power. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's like, whoa.
You're at a line, Missy.
You're at a line, Mister.
Okay. Great.
Take your fedora on.
Awesome. So, Kat.
Yeah. Kat. So witches get, at the beginning of the game, 2 sympathetic tokens, which are sort of trophies from people that give me a little bit of power over them, I think, is how it works. Mm-hmm. And then I get 1 string on me, which I'll get into in a second. So my 2 sympathetic tokens are going to be first with my ex. And I think my ex might be Juan. Edgar's a keyboardist, if that's okay with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
So I think Juan and I had a bad romance, and it
couldn't be avoided.
Maybe, possibly we did it behind Edgar's back, since I doubt that Edgar really would have wanted Juan to get with the witch. Not that he knows I'm a witch, but get with Kat, the outsider. But I have his underwear.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I really like that idea, but that actually just ruined my string because I was going to say that. Oh no, I was going to say that Edgar caught me rummaging through Juan's stuff.
Oh, okay. Is that how it ended? Like I was.
Yeah.
Or at least found. I at least know basically.
Yeah.
Hey, weren't you guys hey, aren't you guys broken up? Or like, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. I thought I told you to get out.
I just left something here, and do the hair
in
thing.
this very specific drawer.
It's just looking for my book.
Move that,
It's right here.
Shift bangs, look away. Look away the opposite side and leave. the classic.
I have 1 on you.
3-step get out of awkward situation program.
I think it's 1. Yeah, they have a string on you. And my second token is with, I'm making an NPC, I think, for most popular girl from my high school, who I have really bad luck, and people from my high school went to the same college as me. People
it's a community college. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So we need a name for the most popular girl from my crappy high school. It's like
Veronica.
Oh my gosh.
I hate her already.
I can think of.
Love it. And I think she's actually my ex-friend.
Oh.
But given that I am an awoken
feminist witch,
damn the man feminist witch, I used to be very close with Veronica until I realized that she was kind of full of it. But I did hold on to a journal of hers that betrays all of her deepest insecurities.
Oh.
Okay. The burn book.
So I've got that. It's with my books. And I believe that is all that I start with.
It's in the sleeve of Jane Eyre.
Yeah.
20th century reprinting.
Just slide it right in there. It's totally fine.
Thank you, chat, for making me realize I was putting this to Sabrina and not Kat. I'm an idiot.
By the way, they're feminist books, not feminine books.
I'm an idiot.
Subtle difference there.
Yeah, I woke up like an hour ago.
I know.
That's why every time you guys are. This is why I'm deliberately like, I'm just gonna ask questions so I can sit here and chug this coffee. So I can
honestly, I would totally
revive myself.
Let it go. I would totally have let it go, but Kat would not have let it go.
Yeah.
So Veronica's the ex-friend.
Not putting up with this.
So here's something I want to put forward for that. Your characters may not know it, but I don't care. I prefer to do secrets in the open. Veronica is the person that Dean slept with.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
Yes.
Oh, everybody freaked out
she'd,
about that.
she'd totally do that. I can totally see
Classic
that.
Veronica.
Classic.
Typical
come to light?
Veronica. I don't think so. I think this is
No,
something.
but I know about it.
Yeah, this is something
Yeah.
that
But I know
Delver knows
about
about
it.
it.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
So-
That's great.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Thanks. I'm glad we can roll with that. I always like to tie in NPCs whenever possible to other people, so they're not just hanging out there. That's perfect. Great. Cool. So next up would be Chaz.
Oh. Well, you know how it is when you're a vampire. You're so beautiful, everyone wants you. And so I have one string on all the other players.
Gina. I'm sorry, Gina. You're actually Irish, right?
I'm English.
Oh, English. Oh, close enough. Okay.
Close enough, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You would have
Let's
just been
just-
beaten if you were actually.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
Good
know
call there,
accents.
good call. You're not insulting anyone there.
From Dublin, England.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Voted for independence again?
Sorry. Apologies to my European and UK and Irish.
With apologies to everyone.
I'm
Oh,
I'm the
man.
worst. I am the worst. I don't know accents at all. It's like-
I'm northern, so it's northern England. So I mean, kind of. You could, yeah, you can go. You can
If
go.
you've
with
ever
that.
heard Eric do accents, you know that he doesn't know.
I know
accents
like
at all.
2 accents, so that's it. Don't worry. I can't fly to England anymore. Wizard Durna says I'm banned. So I believe him. So all right, I guess
No
I'm
longer
not.
can go.
Oh man. Okay. Cool. So anyways, Chaz. Chaz would be up, and then Sabrina.
So I give a string to everyone. I get a string on everyone, and at some point, someone saved my unlife, and they get 2 strings on me. And I feel like there's a scene where a very young cat is walking across the street and pushes a teenager out of the way of a splash of water, and it keeps him from falling into a river of fast-running water. And he turns toward the young girl and pats her on the head and says, "Thank you, young lass. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just can't swim."
Then I decided to hate you for your patriarchy.
Isn't this a bit early? Aren't these
Is
the
it-
formative?
Is this the moment where you
Never
decided
too early. Never too early.
young age of 5 years old?
This was the formative. This was the
young.
formative experience.
I didn't realize I was young.
That was
This
our
was
first
the seed
experience. with
that was
That
planted.
moment I
Past,
went
in
to
the
the
past.
library.
I got it.
Bought every bit of
So-
feminist literature I could.
So by the way,
Patriarchy.
so I hope you guys, when Chaz says everybody gets a string, are you guys keeping track of your strings on other people?
Yep.
So
Yes.
I'm sorry. I actually have strings on all of them. I
Yes.
said that wrong.
So you have 2 on me.
I have 2 on Edgar, and Kat and Edgar have 2 on me.
Okay.
Oh, we have them on you as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I
Okay,
have
but-
1 on you, and you
Yeah.
have 2 on me.
But
Just
you,
having my own life.
yeah, that's what this special string I'm calling here, guys. It's blue because of the river. Cat
Good
saved
symbolism
life.
here.
Thank you.
Right.
Awesome.
It's also blue to symbolize
I
the
don't-
patriarchy.
So I remember you, Chaz?
I don't know if you remember me or not. You tell me. Either
Yeah.
way, I remember you.
I just think you look really, really familiar. You kind of remind me of this.
Someone that you used to know.
Yeah.
What's even worse? Oh my god. Hey, LCT.
Can we just pause and sing?
Yeah,
I know.
can we have a
Can we
karaoke session?
Can we just play Once Upon a Karaoke Session?
And get completely muted by Twitch and YouTube?
Yeah, worth it. Okay. Are those all your strings, Chaz?
Aye, it is. Thank
So-
you, Eric. Lad.
It's perfect though because like Chaz is kind of a scummy individual, right? Oh no,
I don't know
Chaz,
if he's
Chaz wouldn't
scummy.
say that.
I mean, it's not like he's leaving a string of dead girls behind him, but he is using hypnosis and vampire powers in order to get sex from beautiful young women. So,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you say scummy individual, but to his mind, it's just, kind of how you live when you're a vampire.
It's
Natural.
all a matter of
magnetism.
interpretation.
So I was just wondering.
Don't apply your white and black morality to vampire life. It's blue and orange from over here.
I was just thinking how Kat would have pictured you. You're probably still wearing the same fedora or something.
His fedora fell off.
I mean, it might be the same clothing look. I mean, it's probably I change the shirt every 6 months. You know,
That's it.
But yeah,
You lost.
He's got a personal haberdasher down in his dungeon that he goes to for new hats.
Kat. When Kat saved you, you lost your hat in the river.
Oh no.
And that's why you had to get a new one. Like, you have a new one, but it would never be the same.
I mean, it looks the
It'll never
same,
be
but
the
I can tell it just doesn't have the same magic.
It's been like 15 years.
It hasn't been worn by like 30 different girls, so you know.
Oh.
God.
Are you notching your hat?
I mean, underneath the band.
So I was wondering what Gina was doing because like her screen went Nova for a second, but it was just turning on a light. That's
Yeah, I just turned the light on. It's dark here now.
Yeah.
10 past 6.
Oh yeah.
So awesome. So good. Sabrina, it's your turn. So also as a witch, you get to describe your strings for us. So who? Let's go with that. So what do you have?
I want to have a sympathetic token on Kat. I want to have something of hers. That's okay.
Yeah.
So the way that I picture it is probably maybe we ran into each other in the lunchroom, the canteen, as we say over here. So what I kind of want to happen is like some really scuzzy guys trying to like hit on you, and you're just going full hardcore,
Full feminist rant.
yeah, you are not having that. You're like, you just come up to me, you think you could just say whatever you want, and I won't say anything back. And I'm like, this sheltered. I'm like, oh my god, she's so cool.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I'm really big Kat admirer. So what kind of jewelry would Kat wear if she wears any?
Silver.
Jewelry or a symbol of patriarchy.
All silver, like dangly earrings and long necklaces.
Oh, okay. So maybe when you were like shouting at this guy, like something, you lost something.
Lots
you
of
lost
rings. Lots
Oh,
of
okay.
Mm.
I don't want to say that you punched this guy and your ring flew off.
I like that. I like that actually.
I dig that.
Like I
Yeah.
punched him, saw blood on my ring, and just threw it on the
Threw
ground.
it on the ground. She, like,
Threw it on.
Ruined my ring with your blood.
and then I scurried over and just picked that up. Just put that in my pocket.
That's cool.
Not creepy at all.
Like this girl. Not creepy. Not creepy.
Creepy
at
at
all.
all.
Ring adorned with the blood of
With
spilled
collecting stuff.
blood spilled in the battle against the patriarchy.
Against man.
Sabrina's like, oh, I want to be your friend so bad.
Casualty in the battle against man.
We haven't even begun to turn the tide.
That's awesome.
Oh.
I love it.
Patriarchy.
The only tide we may
Oh,
see
see,
is
no,
blood of
this-
crimson.
Yeah, that makes so much sense because Sabrina was so kind of like repressed and like not able to be who
Yeah,
she is, and now she
express.
sees, yeah, exactly. She sees a very expressive person she can admire and look up to. I love it.
And steal things from.
Yeah.
It's great when things just come together.
I need to decide what the other one is because I get 2 of these.
Yeah.
Let me have a think. I can't have anything Delbert because you don't actually physically exist.
He did.
So there's that. Oh, you did at one point.
I did.
Oh, you were saying you have your little space in the auditorium.
Here's an idea.
You got space for you.
Well,
What if
more
there
than
was,
that,
like,
here's an
flowers
idea.
there?
Just if I could throw this out here.
Go.
Maybe
Go.
you're already, I don't know, like the background, like what sort of background you have for your witch specifically, like what kind of powers you ascribe to them. But if you want, you could have it be that you're like naturally attuned to the spirit plane or whatever, and you can actually physically interact with objects that are in like my plane of reality. So you can take
Yeah.
something that is like a spirit echo of an object in my room,
Oh,
shit.
okay.
and that could be like anything.
What kind of things would you have in there? Like, as your
Like
character?
I imagine because I died like a tragic death, like things that were really important to me are like the only things that are still in there. So like journals or like letters from home or like gifts from people or like rings or something.
Would you be like a dramatic poetry writer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Gilbert
I
Linsroth
suggest-
is not even my name. That is my alphabet.
Bad name.
That's your poetry persona.
Yeah.
pseudonym.
Your nom de plume.
Yes.
I have a question for you, or a suggestion. Could it be that you scratch something like physical into like a desk or something?
Oh, something super like emo and dramatic.
Yeah.
But how could she take that as a token?
Oh, that's true. I guess it would be. I guess you would have had this before you went.
Oh, you know what it could be though?
What?
It could be something I taped to the underside of the bed I slept in. If you wanted to be something
that makes
physical.
sense. Yeah. No, that it should be. It should be something physical.
Okay.
Would that be like your
let's do journal. Let's do a journal thing. Yeah.
Secret poetry journal.
You can have it be whatever you want. It's your token.
I want to have that poetry journal.
All right, do it.
I want to read that dramatic.
If you don't mind,
do you have
it's
friends?
all of the erotic poetry that I was not willing to.
Hold on,
and it's all really terrible.
Do you belong, Delbert? Do you belong to a society of poets?
Oh my god.
No. I was too cool.
No, well, I think you just. What I'm saying is, I think you qualify for one right now.
Wow. He's talking about a dead poet society. Nick.
Oh, okay.
Somebody. It was so.
I did not
so
get that.
It was
Captain, my
That's
captain.
weird.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
Would it be literotica if it's poetry?
I think that still counts.
I think this is a really important game master question.
This is very
Is poetry considered literotica?
Taking something from Dead Poet Society, can Robin Williams be a character in our world? Be like the
ghostly professor?
Like a professor or something?
Oh my god, yes.
No, only if he's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Or is he like the orientation guru?
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's actually... If Robin Williams is your guidance counselor...
Student counselor, right?
Yeah, student counselor. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, he fits that. Yeah, he fits that better than anything.
Yeah.
And he's
the
being
guy
as
that-
most
yeah.
like Patch Adams is, just like happiest and goofiest.
Yeah.
Aww.
He wasn't.
So
in
yeah,
Good-
I do
No,
think it's
he
like
was-
a book of literotica.
Isn't he in Goodwill Hunting? Is he in Goodwill Hunting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Goodwill Hunting. Well, I'm
See the beard?
Yeah, he's sad Robin Williams in that one.
Yeah.
Robin Williams look-alike.
Yeah, when he has the beard, he's sad Robin Williams.
So have we established what is he? Is he in? Is he a student counselor? Is that what or a professor or administrator?
I really like student counselor that's like helping with orientation. Like he's one of the people in charge of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
William Robertson.
William Roberts.
Nice.
Yep. That's exactly his name, actually.
William Robertson.
My name was Bill Robertson.
Friends call me Billy.
Oh my god. Yes, he would say that too.
Friends call me Billy, and that means you all can call me Billy.
Exactly. All right. Perfect.
Oh, man.
So we just finished our setup here. We're gonna go for.
Hang on. I've got to do the They caught me rummaging.
Oh yeah, they caught you rummaging.
Yep.
They caught you rummaging.
They caught you rummaging.
They caught me rummaging.
That rummaging.
That rummage.
They caught me rummaging.
They caught me rummaging. So who found out about the poetry book?
This is not for the book. This is for.
Oh,
It can be
It
anything.
could be.
Oh, it could be anything.
It could be that you,
Okay, I thought this was.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
On,
Could be
but
that you
okay.
saw me stealing your erotic.
Well, I'm there like all the time, and I was probably screaming at you.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what's going on?
Just like
here?
swiping at the book the whole time.
No!
Hey, what's going on here?
I was like, ooh, repressed girl gets to experience some
Terrible.
Not just that, but like,
Poetry.
oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
if you know it's a dead person's literotica too, is that?
She probably doesn't care. That's probably like accepted. And she's like, yeah, feel dead people's stuff that they don't want you to have. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
No
totally
problem.
I can believe that.
Wrote a poem in a library book from another popular
Yeah.
poet.
I keep it next to my cat.
Yeah.
It's the really precious stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's what
Yeah.
that is.
I really
Very
like,
cool.
yeah, I really like the idea. It's like a little like field note manual book. Like it's like a nice little leather tiny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a tiny
like
little
It's very
leather
sentimental.
bound.
It's very
I paid
nice.
a lot of money to write in this. It's
Yeah.
all quill ink. It's very
Oh.
legit.
That's right,
Like
you're super awesome.
one of these.
One-
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Fancy.
I brought prop. No.
Now let's pretend that, but filled with terrible teenage literotica.
Well, then you're implying that Gina's one isn't.
Yeah. if I read some of this stuff right now, whew.
I mean, yeah, please don't. Well, I am being featured by Roll20 today.
He touched her shoulder
it's gotta
sensually.
be.
Always climax.
So yeah, so there's some weird playbooks. That's an inside joke about some weird.
It's gonna be a running joke.
Jackson Tegu's follow-up playbooks have some interesting verbiage.
Interesting abilities.
I kind of want to go quote that in chat.
So, yeah.
It's
yes.
such a good read.
So your tradition is old, right, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Religious tradition?
Like,
Yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah, all your recommended reading is from dead people. So it's like, oh, of course this is. Of course this
There
is
you go.
natural.
oh, the dead people
Nice.
is cool.
Yeah.
I'll just have
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much for that, Alex. Yep. And hi, Kelsa. Okay, so we have. Did you find? Wait, who saw you do that? Was it Delbert?
Delbert, yeah,
I
because he
was.
was
Okay, he saw
obviously
you.
I'm constantly in the
in
room.
his room, yeah, and I was just like, oh hey,
Rooting.
listening over here. You get a string on me
Yes.
because you know what
Yeah,
what I did.
So yep,
Awesome.
this is how you do a relationship map. It looks like the ravings of a madman.
Does anyone besides Chaz have a string on me?
No.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
I'm gonna make
So
sure I wrote it
Yeah,
down.
no.
I think we're ready for our first break. We just got everything set up here, so we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to come back and actually begin play. So thank you so much for everybody tuning in for the first hour here. We're going to go for another like 2 and some change, and let's see what happens at orientation. So thank you very much. We'll see you in 5 minutes.